Hello friends, welcome to the session. Welcome to Startup Filing and welcome to the session. Today we are discussing on instructions for filing Form ITR for the assessment of 2021. Friends, in the current pandemic, the show must go on. So the government of India, that is Ministry of Finance, has come up with an interesting changes in the in the ITR forms for the financial year 2021. So let's discuss these forms one by one. Today we will start from the simple form, that is ITR 1 form. So let's start. ITL 1 form is applicable to, as you all know that ITL 1 is applicable to individual for the residents of the company, for the residents of the India, but other than non-ordinary resident, having ITR up to 50 lakh rupees. So if any person is having 50 lakh of salary, then he can start with ITL 1 form. If you have more than 50 lakh, then he have to shift to ITR 2 form. So ITR 1 is applicable to persons having income from salaries, one house property. It is important to note that only one house property is considered in ITR 1. If you have more than one house property, then you have to shift to ITR 2. Then other sources income, that is your interest income, dividend income, all other income which can be shown in ITR 1, which is not in business income. And agriculture income, that is exempt income. If you have agriculture or any exempt income which is up to rupees 5,000 rupees, then you can very well show it ITR 1. If you have other income, exempt income which is more than 5,000, then you cannot file ITR 1 form, then you have to shift to ITR 2. And one important point to note in ITL 1 is that it is not applicable to directors of the company who are all persons who are invested in unlisted equity shares, that is shareholders of the private limited companies which are not listed. So any director of the company or privately held equity shares holders are not authorized to file ITL 1. They will have to file ITL 2. So for the easy understanding, we have divided total ITR forms in some parts. That is, part A is general information, where you have to fill your basic information, that is what is your PAN number, what is your date of birth, Aadhaar number, your mobile number, mail ID, that is what is your status of ITR, it is filed within the time or it is a belated return, how you are employed in public sector companies or private sector companies. That is the basic information you have to file in part A, that is general information. And in part A there is a major change in ITR 1 for this year. So what major changes? It talks about declaration on deposits of more than 1 crore in one or more current account during the previous year. So my friends, please note, if you have deposits in your current account which is more than 1 crore rupees, then you have to declare and give the information in ITR 1. Another important change is declaration of any foreign expenditure of more than 2 lakhs rupees on self or any other person during the previous year. So my friends, if you have gone abroad out of India and you have spent more than 2 lakh rupees as an foreign expenditure outside India, then you have to do the information in ITR 1 form. And the third important point is that declaration on electricity expenditure of more than 1 lakh during the previous year. So if you are staying in a luxurious home and electricity bill is more than 1 lakh rupees for a year, then you will have to do the details in ITR 1. So there are three major changes, that is deposits of more than 1 crore rupees in current accounts, foreign expenditure of more than 2 lakh rupees, and the electricity bill more than 1 lakh rupees. The three informations will be required in ITR 1 form to be given. So you can see form, this is the form for assessment 2021, and here is the information where you have to mention the deposits more than 1 crore rupees, foreign expenditure more than 2 lakhs, and electricity bill expense more than 1 lakh rupees. So part B is the income details, which you have to mention income from salary, income from house property, and income from other sources. So what is included in income from salary? Under income from salary, there is amount of salary as per your form 16, amount of perquisites, what are the allowances under section 10 which are exempt, that is leave travel allowances, HLA, and medical allowances, etc. And another is deduction under section 16. So where it comes entertainment allowances, professional tax allowances. So friends, it is important to match those details as per form 16. If you don't have form 16, then at least match it as per payslip or amount created in your bank account. Another point is income from house property, that is one house property you can show in ITR 1 form. House property may be let out or self-occupied. If it is let out, it is details of rent received, municipal taxes, and if it is on loan, so interest paid on housing loan for the previous year. So only one house property can be considered in ITR 1 form. And third part is income from other sources. You have income from other sources. This is not your business source. It may be interest from banks on your FDs or even saving deposits, or it may be dividends on the shares you have purchased. So this can be shown under income from other sources part. So this is the form which shows gross total income, salary details, then net salary deductions, and income from house property and other sources income. So that will be your gross total income. Under part C, once you have covered your income, then you have to do details of your deductions. Deductions under chapter 6A. Chapter 6A mentions various deductions from 80C to 80DD and 80TTE, which is your life insurance, all your medical claims, all your donations, all your interest income. So it is covered in ITR 1 form, but it is important to note that since pandemic came in the March in the last month of previous year, so investment did till 30th June has been considered in last financial year, and now this period has been increased from 30th June to 31st July 2020. So whatever investment you have made from 1st April 2019 to 31st July 2020 can be considered as a deduction while filing ITR 1 form. So here will be the information captured by you, that is what is your 80cc investment, 80DD, what is your medical insurance, any donations received, or any interest from saving or FDs. So will be covered in 80C total chapter deduction 6A. So and the time period is 1st April 2019 to 31st July 2020. After once you have filled the income part and after the applicable deductions, the here comes the total gross total income and what will be the tax on that total income after considering the rebate under section 87A. So along with the interest to be paid or any cess that is applicable. So once you have filled the information, thus part D will compute your tax liability, which is will be set up by rebate under 87(1), which will be further add on to cess and interest. And under part E there is other information, which is mainly your bank account information, which is to be filled in ITR forms. This is compulsory and mandatory in nature, because if you have any refunds which is to be credited in your account, this bank account will help you to get your refund as soon as possible from the income tax authority, and it is to be linked with PAN number, that is mandatory, and it is to be validated on income tax website at the time of filing income tax return. And once you have mentioned the tax liability and fill out the bank details, then there will be the details of your TDS, TCS applicable on your salary. If you are salaried person and employer has deducted your TDS, then that would be deducted from your tax liability. Net tax liability will have to be paid from you. So schedule IT covers the advance tax detail which is paid by you and the details of TDS deducted on your salary income. The major change, as we have already noticed, that during financial 1920, if you have made any investment under 80C to 80GGG, that is to be mentioned in column 2, and whatever investment you have made during the current year, that is April 20 to 31st July 20, that is to be mentioned separately in the ITR forms. And at the last one, all these details have been mentioned. There is a verification form which is to be filled, that you have filed your income tax return, that is to be verified by you with the digital signatures, or you can verify it from your normal signatures also. So my friends, this is all about ITR 1 form. I hope the session was informative and explanative. I hope you can highlight the ITR 1 form on your own, and we have covered all the ITR 1 form changes. So my friends, signing off. This is Hardik Samir from Startup Filing, your one-stop destination for your ITR requirements. Thank you.